This video contains harsh language, specifically English. Warning: the following video contains opinions, and they could even be contrary to yours. Please remember that even in the heat of the moment, it's about opinion. If you watch the whole video and you still don't agree with me, well, feel free to sound off in the comments, just don't be a dick about it.
There is a brand new story trailer for Bleach Rebirth of Souls, and this is a great opportunity for me to not only react to this trailer, but to also discuss why I put Bleach Brave Souls into D tier in the tier list, and what I intend to do about it. Because a lot of people are very unhappy with where it was placed, and the placement was made when I didn't have all the information that I have now. The decision was made before I put several hours into Bleach Brave Souls. So I will attend to that point, but first let's check out the trailer for Bleach Rebirth of Souls. Ooh. This is a banger. I can't wait for this to be on Content ID. Yeah, we get it. It's Bleach. We get it. Oh, look at those visuals. Oh, look at Ichigo. That's my boy. These lyrics are in English. Oh. So this really is looking to combine Thousand Year Blood War and OG Bleach sort of together by the looks of the aesthetic and the sound. Oh. The lyrics are cringe, but I'll let it slide. I think this may end up on my non-ironically enjoy playlist. Oh! Seirete looks so good! Senpon Sakura, Kageyoshi. Tensa Sangetsu! So cool. So cool. Coming early 2025, and so am I. Hold on, what was that? What was... I need to go back. Hold on, what was that? I don't recognize that hand. That hand has got to be from somewhere else. Well, I was already sold on Rebirth of Souls. But now I'm Rebirth of Sold on Rebirth of Souls, definitely. I think this is going to be good. My estimation that it's going to be an A rank game is probably still sitting at A rank. There's nothing about this gameplay-wise that we've been shown that makes me think this is going to be S. It's quite reminiscent of Versus Crusade, so it will probably sit around that area. I think I put it sort of mid to high A tier, and I think that's probably going to be quite accurate. So I put Brave Souls in D tier. A lot of people were upset by that, and then there were other people who just said, you put it there because you don't have context. You haven't played a lot of the game, you're just basing it on first impressions. And my first impressions of that game were, I created an account, I was given a free 6-star character, and I was smashing through story mode like it was nothing. And there kind of wasn't a great deal of value outside of that. When it came to Xbox Series, I started playing it, of my own account, and I was live streaming it. I had somebody come into the chat and start telling me, you know, if you want to get orbs, this is how you do it. And basically broke it down for me, the system of get character, power them up, ascend them using the Yukito Ascension Quest or Con's Power Up Party. I think it's got a completely different name now. It's like Con's Crystal Bonanza or something since the last update. You do the Con Quest to get all of the level up crystals that you need, and then you do the Ascension Quest to get 4-star cons to burn in order to ascend characters. Every time you ascend a character, level them up all the way to max, you get orbs for doing it. And that gameplay loop is compelling, even though there isn't very much to it. In terms of getting orbs, there is a point where there will no longer be any more free orbs to get. But I imagine it would take a very long time to get there. Because not only do you get the occasional orbs for logging in on certain days and keeping up a login streak, you also get an orb for completing any quest, whether that be a story quest, an event quest, a side story quest, and if you complete all 3 mission criteria for that mission, you get an extra orb. So for every single quest in the game, you can get 2 orbs per quest. And I'm not going to look it up, but I expect there's probably about 1,000 quests in that game, at least, covering story, side stories, at least 1,000. So that's at least like 2,000 orbs you could get for doing absolutely just the quests. Then for every single character that you level up, if they're a 1-star, it's like 5 orbs, 2 stars like 10 orbs, 3 stars like 25 orbs, 4 stars like 35 orbs, 5-star, I think it's 75 orbs, and then like, or it might be 50 orbs, and then a 6-star is like 75 orbs. And, you know, it's not very difficult to level up characters, and if you're playing through story mode, 1 and 2-star characters will drop as quest rewards, and if you are playing a side story, there is often unique character rewards for those side stories. And each of those are usually a 2 or 3 stars, so they're worth like 15 or 25 orbs just to level them up. But then you've also got coins, are so easy to get. You burn 10 tickets, and the tickets regenerate. You burn 10 tickets on the money quest, and you've got 8 million. Then you can go straight to the shop and buy 10 tickets, you know, like 3 super premium tickets, and you can get free character summons that way. During special events, there are also free character summons, regardless of whether you've got a new account or not. And there's also characters that are rewards from the events, and they can also be leveled up, and you can get the orbs from them. So you're never in a situation where you're having to pay for the premium currency. It's one of those gacha games that's actually really lenient, and perhaps it might be the most lenient gacha I've seen. Now, admittedly, I haven't played that very many of them, if at all, and the majority of gachas I've played are offline versions because the games have been discontinued. So I think with the Bleach one, a great deal of attention has to be paid to the fact that you can play so much, if not all of it, for free. And there is a lot more content there than just the story mission. The automatic battles, the Bleach Brave battles, I don't see the appeal. I had to do 250 of them for an achievement. I now do enough of them to rank up every week, and that's all I care about with the Bleach Brave battles. I don't really care about getting particularly good or strong at them. I just like getting the coin rewards to spend on more characters. There's a whole lot of depth. You get 6-star characters, you evolve them, and then you can release them and power them up further, and then you can awaken them and have even more stronger characters. And that is when the gameplay starts to actually resemble gameplay in Bleach Brave Souls. That's when you actually have to worry about elemental types of characters and the amount of damage, because in some very hard quests and in all the nightmare quests, that's when enemies can actually deal ridiculously massive amounts of damage. You have to be good at rolling, and you can't just rely on the automatic play button like you can with almost every other mission in the game. And that gameplay is compelling. That and the leveling up characters is compelling. But even taking all of that into account, I don't particularly consider Brave Souls to be a particularly good game. The core gameplay is still run around, tap button, get characters, and level them up. I was definitely wrong to put it in D tier in hindsight. Now, when Bleach Rebirth of Souls comes out, the idea is to update the tier list with the placement of Bleach Rebirth of Souls, to play the other mobile Bleach games, for example, the new one that's coming out soon that's a puzzle game. I could probably find the Android version of the original Bleach mobile to emulate on something like Nox or LD Player. The idea would be to play the other mobile Bleach games and basically add them to the tier list. And then basically release an updated version of the tier list. And with that updated version, Bleach Brave Souls would find a different, higher placement than D tier, but I don't feel comfortable saying what placement that would be right now, because I'm not entirely sure where. I ran a little poll on the community page, and well, we'll double check this. Yeah, the overwhelming majority, 58%, said C, 25% said B, nobody said A tier, and then 17% of voters said S. I don't know what clown world you live in, but Bleach Brave Souls is not a fucking S tier game. Okay? I think B or C is probably accurate. Right now I would be more inclined to place Brave Souls into C, but I haven't stopped playing it. It's that compelling that I still fire up the Xbox every day or every other day, log into my Brave Souls, burning a bunch of tickets on Ascension quests and beating a bunch of side missions to unlock new characters, and basically just stacking up orbs. Getting as many orbs as I can. I think I'm over 5,000 at this point. And I'm just looking to continue growing the orbs. Basically, at Halloween time, nearer to Halloween time, so sort of at the end of this month, late October, I'm thinking about doing a Bleach Brave Soul stream where I just play through all the Halloween-themed side stories. There's like a Don Kanonji Spirit Hunter one that's like a parody of Ghost Adventures TV shows. Then there's a whole bunch of Halloween-themed side missions, both in the human world. There's one in Puerto Mundo. I'll basically play anything that could be remotely considered Halloween-themed in one big Bleach Brave Souls stream around Halloween time. And, you know, maybe around that time they'll have a Halloween-themed character summons, and then I can burn 5,000 orbs on Halloween-themed character summons. Or maybe there'll be something around that time that takes my fancy and I'll go for it. I like the game enough, but being a gacha, I'm predisposed, I think, to not wanting to put it in a very high tier, because it's a mobile game, it's a gacha, it's designed to nickel and dime. That in my head is gacha, nickel and dime, but the prices are absurd. Nobody is buying the premium currency in Brave Souls. Well, let's put it this way, the top-level competitive players might be, but the majority of Brave Souls players are free-to-play players. Definitely. Definitely that's the case. It is a game that is very welcoming to new players, gives them a whole bunch of great characters straight off the bat, so they can compete with, you know, mid-level players straight out of the gate. And, you know, D-tier, I will concede as a bit. But yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, the Bleach tier list video is fucking fantastic. I go through every single Bleach video game that has been released on an actual gaming platform that people play video games on, and not stinky mobile. And I rate them all and tier them all into a big tier list. So if you haven't seen it yet, you absolutely must. If that video is not a success by the end of the year, I will retire from YouTube forever. So, yeah, send it to, like, 200 of your friends. Anyway, the next Bleach tier list will be Bleach waifus, in which Ururu will be in S tier, like she should be. But that's just my opinion. What's yours?
I am Steve.